DeMarco Murray is a shell of his former self in the city of brotherly love, and all you have to do is look at the numbers and they tell the complete story. Murray is a misfit in Chip Kelly's offense. For the former rushing champion, the script isn't going according to plan. He was supposed to be, and add the north and south dimension that Chip Kelly wanted to establish more physicality and toughness in his running game. Instead, Murray's only amassed 176 carries for 606 yards, and he's averaged 3.4 yards a carry and only has tallied a total of 4 touchdowns, a far cry from his bell cow type role with the Cowboys over the last 4 years. So the question is, why has there been such a large disconnect in Philly? First of all, I feel obligated to establish a couple of things right off the bat. DeMarco Murray and Ryan Matthews, a player the Eagles picked up after his disappointing stint with the San Diego Chargers, do exactly the same thing. The differences in their skill set are minimal. So anytime you have two players offering the same thing to your football team, you'll inevitably have infighting. And the fact that Chip Kelly's offense causes you to go from side to side instead of north and south is another problem. Kelly's offense requires that you establish and attack the perimeter of the football field, a skill set that Murray has, yes, undoubtedly improved upon. However, that's not his game. And the fact that he only had 2 carries in the Eagles' 40-17 blowout loss to the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday night at home doesn't help matters either. And the fact that Murray felt more comfortable overstepping his bounds and going directly to the owner instead of Kelly to discuss his lack of production and use in the offense on a recent plane trip back home following a win, no less, against the New England Patriots is all you should need to know. Chip Kelly has lost the interest and trust of DeMarco Murray, and if something isn't done fast, it could prove to be a major problem for the Eagles. The only question becomes, what will happen to Murray? And can this relationship be salvaged? That's a question, my friends, we'll all be awaiting the answer to. But one thing is for sure, this marriage hasn't worked. And the only reason, by the way, he's still not with the Cowboys is due to money. The 4-10 boys could certainly use a stabilizing force, especially considering the fact they've had so much trouble at quarterback. But that's a different debate for a different day. For the Eagles, this disappointing 6-8 season has plenty of moving parts, and Murray's unhappiness is an issue that won't go away any time soon. Chip Kelly has always insisted that his offensive system will work in the NFL, and the fact that he now has personnel control, the buck stops at his door, and he has to prove that he has the leadership off the field to match his on-the-field acumen in order for his players to have any form of faith in him. As for Murray, this has been a misfit and a miscalculation. Would I be surprised if he finds his way out of Philadelphia in the near future? Not at all. And I wouldn't also be surprised if he asked for a much-needed mulligan. For the Two-Man Advantage Podcast, I'm Kevin McShan.